You two knock it off. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. This is Kathleen at My Alabama Farm Life, and this is my storage room. And over here, down here in this little pocket, I have food stored. And today we're going to pull it out and we're going to sort it and see if it's still any good. It's been down. Would you two stop it? Stop it. So this is going to be part of the 3 Rivers Challenge. It's a pantry challenge. And it's put on by 3 Rivers Homestead, Jessica. And I just watched her video, and I knew I had this food down here, and I knew I had to do something with it. So I thought this would be a good subject for this challenge. So I'm going to dig this stuff out. We're going to get it upstairs and see if I can use any of it. So this supply of food I started, oh goodness, not too long after I bought the house. So some of these things are probably about at least a year old, if not a year and a half. I did not buy all of these items at one time. I actually started out with 1 5-gallon bucket. I bought some items and I put it in there, and then I got another 5-gallon bucket and I got some more items and put it in there, and then I filled up a third 5-gallon bucket. Sorry. And when I ran out of 5-gallon buckets, I ended up finding this container. This was actually at my dad's house. I brought a lot of stuff that my dad had at his home after he died, and used that container, and it stores food really well. Watch out. All right, I have found that it is easier to drive my truck back here, load it up, and drive it back up to the top to unload than to try to carry these big heavy things up the stairs. So that's why everything's in the trunk or in the back of my truck. All right, now that I have all my containers up here in the dining room, let's crack this open and see what I have hoarded in these containers for the last year and a half. Apparently my dad loved his yellow rice and his brown rice, and I've actually used a couple of these, but since I've put all this stuff downstairs in the basement, I haven't touched anything in these containers in a while. That's a lot of beans. All right, now it's time to open up these 5-gallon buckets and see what I have hidden in these. Look, more beans. More beans, and look, more beans. Apparently I bought a lot of beans. There is also some sugar in here and some other items too. All right, now that I have my food stash exposed, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything organized, and I'm gonna write everything down to see what I have and maybe work out some type of meal plan. But guys, look at all those beans. I also ended up with about 20 pounds of rice. I've got 4 pounds of rolled oats, 8 pounds of sugar, and a 4-pound bag of flour. And look at all that yellow and brown rice. All right, the whole purpose behind the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge is to use the food that you have left over in your pantry from the end of the year. Well, these were my prepper items that I purchased because, you know, we were all scared after 2020, and the fear-mongering was terrible, and even I fell into it. And I didn't think I went crazy, but after looking at all those beans, maybe I did. I actually had more stuff in there. I had a bunch of sugar and some flour, but we ended up using most of the sugar. In fact, I didn't even know that I had those little 4-pound sugars down there. Had I known that, I would have probably used them already because we go through a lot of sugar. I also have this flour, this white lily flour. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this for my sourdough starter. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Lisa at Yogi Hollow Farm and Mountain Grandma, they do the sourdough and it looks so easy. And I've been watching Chrissy at Paragon Ridge Ranch. She's also been making the sourdough. So this year, I'm gonna use this old bag of flour and I'm gonna make some sourdough and sourdough starter and hopefully make some sourdough bread. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. In my freezers, I also have a lot of blueberries. So I was thinking I could pull out these rolled oats and maybe make some blueberry oatmeal for in the morning, especially on those cold days. There's also baked oatmeal recipes that you can use for those really cold mornings. And although the mornings haven't been too bad, maybe this is something that I can make on a Saturday when we're all home. I don't know, we'll see. I unfortunately have a lot of beans. My son hates beans. There are some pinto beans in there and he loves the refried beans. So I may try to make some from scratch refried beans. There's also a lot of red kidney beans. I probably bought those so that I can make chili. So there will be a lot of chili in our future. And I have a lot of lima beans. Now, me and Andrea, we like beans. So Tuesday night is usually a night that my son's not home. He usually is working a double. So it's just me, Andrea, and my grandson. So there's a good possibility that there might be a lot of lima beans and ham over rice on Tuesday night dinners, just so that I can get that big, huge pile of beans cut down to something more manageable. Plus, it's gonna save us a lot of money. I have rice, I have a lot of pork in the freezer. I get a monthly food or meat order from Milligan Farms at the first of the month. And so I need to get into my freezer and I need to start cleaning it out and looking and seeing what I have. And then getting me a organized, or getting me a list of meal ideas that I can make that we can all enjoy. Now, this is not going to be the only video that I'm going to do on the pantry challenge. I have, oh my goodness, I have a cabinet full of food and I have a shelf, another full shelf full of food. And sometime this month, I'm going to have to go through it all, catalog it, and see what we have. And I'm hoping that this will allow me to go ahead and repurchase food that is better suited for our eating habits, stuff that's a little bit better for us than some of the things that we usually eat. So stick around, and if you like this video, turn on your notification, because this is not the only video I'm going to do on pantry organization. And goodness, I might even show you a few of the recipes that I come up with. I don't know, we'll see. This is a brand new topic for me, something that I've never done before. And I also have a purpose for those 5-gallon buckets, so stick around and find out what I end up doing with those too. All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. You guys have a blessed and joyous day, and I'll see you on the next one. This is cat. Hey, stop it. Ah. You two, stop it. Rudy. Cat fight. Stop it. See if it's still any good. It's been down. Would you two stop it? Stop it.